Hey everybody, welcome back to another video here on the channel. This time, we're outside. And we're going to be building a project that I've been putting off for years at this point, and that is an entrance to the base. Because right now, it's not that good. It is kind of just a hole in the ground, basically, and that's not cool. That's not grand and representative of what we've been doing here. I also just wanted to say a really big thank you. The channel has hit 1,000 subscribers, which is incredible, and I'm super excited to share my work here in this world with all of you. And this video is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a lot more talky, and I'm going to try and really explain my thought process on everything that I build in the video. So I hope you guys enjoy. Let's jump right into the episode. So something awesome about having a big underground world is a literal insane amount of stone and cobblestone and andesite and everything. And you guys have seen this place before. It's actually probably one of my favorite places in our base right now. But I'm here today and I've brought my last 3 shulker boxes because we're gonna need a buttload of stone, a crap ton of cobble, and probably a good bit of andesite, which, yeah, okay, we have a lot. And what's going to be cool is we're actually going to be able to empty some of these, because this one's actually full, and this one's almost full. So it's going to be cool to be able to remove some of the excess here, and that way we'll have some more room for when we dig other projects out. I am doubtful that it's going to be enough, but I think it's going to give us a pretty decent start to what we're trying to do here. I'm gonna grab like 1 of each, so 1 of stone, and that'll obviously also be for stone brick, and then 1 of cobble, and yada yada yada. So let me get to that, and we'll see you back at the new entrance. I've got a bit of a confession to make here. I actually got pretty far along with this build, and then I tore it down and started over, and I will show you guys why. But I have been placing a silly amount of dirt. We actually have surpassed 2 shulker boxes of dirt. If I give you guys a little bit of a flyby here, I can give you a look. Oh, actually, we could probably look at it from the observatory, which is a cool viewpoint. I have basically made this entire mountain face in the past few hours. Obviously, it's not done. We need to add some stone and some bushes and a whole bunch of other detail, which will make it a little bit more realistic and look more like the terrain. But I decided to do this for a few reasons. The first one being that the river is not wide enough to have the size door that I want. Like, it's just not enough. You know, I don't want just like a 5 wide door with a little gatehouse. I want something massive. Think like Lord of the Rings, right? That's the inspiration here. So we're gonna need something big, and that was just not doing it. So I thought, why not just make my own mountain, and then I can decide how big it's gonna be. So far it's been a lot of work, but I'm gonna keep trucking away here. I just wanted to give you guys a little update on my thought process during this build. And hopefully soon I will have something completed here to show you, or at least somewhat completed. And we are back with some real progress here, actually. I just wanted to mention I didn't design anything in creative mode. So it has been a lot of like building up and then tearing down and then building up again and then tearing down. It has been quite grindy. But I am ready to show you guys a little update here if you will follow me. Whoa, all right, we're back. I turned on shaders here just because usually I do play with shaders or like visit the base with shaders. So I just wanted to know what it would look like. But basically, we have our entrance pretty much sorted out and very dark. Holy cow. I need to light this up or I'm going to get blown up. But we have our basic way in developed here. And it will turn back into the cave. So the idea is like this is just like a gate. There won't be like a castle interior, maybe some flames or something on the inside, but that's for a lot later. Right now, our focus is on this beautiful gatehouse. I've modeled it off a few that I've seen online, primarily Lord of the Rings. And also, I think BOO made one similar to this a long time ago, maybe like a year ago now. Ever since I saw that, I've had the idea to make my own version in this world, and that's what we're doing today. So the door is grand, and I'm working now on different roof designs. I've decided to go with this kind of like reddish design that I've actually committed to up here with the, what is this called? Mangrove log. You can see up there it's all mangrove, and it's gonna go up one more. And I'm having trouble figuring out what the profile should be in its finality. So like these towers, right? Do they keep going? Or do they stop with this thing? And this thing is like the full length, and then there's like a tower on top, right? Like another square pillar on top. I truthfully have no idea. Not yet, at least. But I just wanted to share that quick little bit of progress. And while we're on the topic of progress here, I'm actually tearing down what I just made, because I think that's a really big part of getting better at building in Minecraft. Is one, like, obviously don't give up if it doesn't look good on the first try, because it rarely ever does. And number two, it's okay for stuff to be ugly, you know? I think a lot of people, what'll happen is they'll try building something once and whoops, can't talk and build really hard. People will try building something once and then they will not get the desired result, and they will immediately give up and move on do something else, which I'm guilty of. There's a few projects in this world that I'm just never going to go back to because they frustrated me so much. But I think overall, like when you go on YouTube and you look at someone's insane base or their builds and you're like, man, I wish I could build like that. You know, you got to realize that person probably didn't just come up with that and make it. It was probably a very long process, which they most definitely did not share with you, of them building that thing, right? Like, let's take a look here. I've been working backwards almost, it feels like, for a while now, because I tore down the whole thing I had built here to match this because I like this look better. But you'll never see that, you know? You guys are going to see a nice finished project, or if you're very far in the future, you're going to be looking at a world tour like a year from now, and you're going to be like, man, that looks really good. But what you didn't see was like the 50 failed tries and like 10 hours of just messing around and looking at pictures of this kind of build online and watching Lord of the Rings and all that, right? So overall, I do kind of want to also share my misfortunes, I guess, in videos like this, where you see right now, like, I'm super stumped. I have no idea where this is going anymore. I have a vision in my head, but I'm having trouble connecting that vision to something tangible in the world. So what I'm going to do now is probably just finish this tower and go eat a snack, and you should too. And by the time that you're done that snack and I'm done that snack, I'll have some ideas and I'll update you guys with the progress. All right, so it's been a little while now since I last recorded, and I've done some thinking, and I got myself some suspicious stew, so we're gonna try them out and see what they do. Okay, that's cool. Night vision. What about this one? Ooh, blindness. Man, that was a complete 180. Those two different soups. I'd really like to get a villager with better soup. Anyway, I thought I would show you guys the inside here. It's looking pretty wild and unfinished. And rest assured, we will like cap off this cave and make it look better as time goes on. But for now, let's see what I have done. So I have built up the towers and I finished the roof, and I started adding this type of little element here, and I've realized that I've made a critical blunder in the construction of this gatehouse so far. I've been using like basically 100% stone brick, and then I used stone contrast in here. But what I realize is now what I want to do is probably make all of this stone and have like stone brick on the corners, you know, to make it look like it used to be really structured, and it's like there's an architectural term for that. And then this inner section here, I want to make andesite and like andesite components with the same idea lineating through. So basically, I just added like 2 hours of work for myself here. So if you're still watching this video at this point and you haven't subscribed or liked the video, could you please do that? Pretty please. This project is getting really grindy and I can't do it without your help. All right, the butt kissing's over now. Let's get back to building. Okay, full disclosure, I just logged on to Minecraft this morning and opened up my world and saw that my skin changed. And for a good minute, I was panicking because I thought I got hacked. And then I realized this is one of the default skins. I guess they're having some problems with their servers here. Some building has been done, and I'm finally on a path now, I think, that I really enjoy and that is really awesome. So let me show you what I've got here. And the first step is going to be to turn on the shaders. Oh boy. All right. Game is not happy with me. And then F5. Check it out. I started detailing a little bit. We'll go back to our bridge here. I started detailing pretty thoroughly here. I added the andesite that I was talking about with the little polished andesite bits, and I changed this out for stone. I hope that makes sense what I was trying to say earlier. I was basically just trying to keep the stone brick on the left and the right, and I still haven't done the sides, but you get the idea. And obviously there's a lot more detail work to go, but this is just so that I can get an idea of where it's going. So far, it's a pretty big build. Definitely bigger than I thought it was gonna be. We are way deeper into the resources than I thought, but I kind of like that because it means that I can have more room in my chests in the base, because the storage room is kind of full. So it's good to build. It's good to build big things, and even if they take me 2 weeks to finish. So, I think a super key element that a lot of people forget, and that I forget pretty often too, for that matter, when building something big like this in your world, is it's really easy for it to look out of place if you don't do the work around it. So what I've started doing here, if I can get over there, I've started adding just little bits of coarse dirt. And actually, you know what? Did we turn off shaders? No. I added some coarse dirt around the edges, and obviously that's like, you know, step number 1, barely noticeable, but there will be more added soon. I'm gonna add some like kind of fallen debris of rocks and stuff so that it looks like this thing has been here a long time, and you know, the waves have crashed against it and stuff. And obviously we're gonna make it touch the ground. That's another element, but that is all gonna come at a later time, I think, because right now I had a really cool idea to add a water wheel here onto the side and actually create a waterfall, because this build wasn't big enough already. I think I got what was missing from this place, and it was definitely this tower over here that I just added. I am super happy with the progress, and I'm actually, you know, I'm gonna be honest, when I started this project, I was super worried because I don't really build outside very much. I usually build in the cave, which is a lot easier for me because that's what I'm used to. But overall, like, I can't beat this. This is insane. This might be one of my best builds so far. I am so excited. Obviously, there's a lot to do with the back over here. We're gonna have to stonify this and add cobble and whatever, but the general structure is completed here. If I can show you, I got the water feature just how I want it. I might make the water a little bit deeper up here though, to make it actually touch the wheel. I think that's going to be my next step. And also light up the wheel and detail, because this is not detailed yet, but the general structure is completed and I really quite like it. Hello. Huh. That's a cool looking villager. I hope he doesn't disappear. That's a cool feature. Maybe we could add him inside or something. But yeah, overall, let me know what you guys think. because I am super pleased with this. Like I said, I'm going to detail it a little bit more, but I think this build is nearing completion. So now I'm going to go on an absolute roll of terraforming and detailing and making it look like it belongs in the area. And I think that's going to be it. And after that, I'll be ready to call this project, or at least this part of the project, completed. Okay, so actually not much has changed since the last clip. I've added some trees to the front of the build here to kind of camouflage and make it look a little bit more like it's been here a while and, you know, stuff's grown around it. I've also added the detailing to the bridge and to this wall, and I didn't do the inside here because you don't really see it, and I think it's all right. You can't really tell. Maybe if we go to our regular spot to look at it here, here's what it's looking like now. I think the trees add a lot of value to the overall look of the build, which I'm super happy about. Now I'm kind of debating, like, do I add leaves to the actual build? Part of me is thinking no. I do that all the time, and it's kind of everywhere in the base. Everything is just like spammed with leaves. And this time, I think I'm gonna say no to it, and I'm gonna keep it nice and clean looking. I still need to do behind those windows there. I'm gonna put some black wool or something for now, while we finish it. But that's gonna be probably in another video. We're gonna complete the inside of this place and also the inside of the cave, because today I just wanted to show you guys the gatehouse, and I've still got a little thing I want to put out here where I am right now. So next up on the to-do list to call this build completed, I'm gonna have to tear down this entire dock thing that one of my friends made a few years ago, and it kind of breaks my heart to do it, but I honestly, like, I need the space. I'm gonna keep their treehouse and all that stuff. That's gonna stay intact, but this just doesn't fit what I want to do here anymore. And I have some really cool ideas for the next part of this project, so I'm gonna need as much room as I can. This is getting out of hand. It's like I got a little army of builders chasing me here, looking for their paycheck or something. Gone but not forgotten. I had to remove the dock and the stairs, but I did keep all the blocks. And I did make a world backup before I did this, so if my friends ever want to revisit this world with their builds intact, I definitely will keep that on hand for them, because that felt really wrong. Like, I don't want to do that anymore if I don't have to. That felt really gross, felt really wrong griefing a friend's build like that, but it had to be done for the sake of the the stupid gatehouse. But that's okay. I will definitely, yeah, I'll keep that back up handy for a long time. The build here is starting to really take shape. I've added some strategic bushes sparingly, because I did want to keep the vibe of like vanilla Minecraft alive. I didn't want to do like crazy terraforming, and I think this is enough trees, maybe a few up there. Now when you come in, let's grab a boat. Actually, I think there's a boat right here. Yep. So when you come in, the idea is it's gonna be super big and grand, right? And then I added these little fires and stuff, and I did finish the underwater part too. I added these fires, and then you're gonna come in, and it's gonna be cave again, but I will, you know, make it look a little bit better. I want it to remain a cave, and I think we're gonna keep a skylight, make like it was a hole in the ground behind here. I think that'd be really cool. And I do have an idea for a project going that way. I think it would be fun to expand this area a little bit. And we will keep this dock intact as well. I do really like this. It's more the up here that like makes no sense, but we'll work on that. But that will be for another video. Today, our focus is still gonna be the outside. And I think I've got just what it needs for the finishing touch. So the other day I was flying around my test world and I actually found this boat. Now, I have no idea who designed it or if it was even me, which I kind of half doubt. I have no idea who made it. If you guys know where this is from, please let me know and I'd love to credit whoever made it. Um, that's the problem with test worlds. Mine is like 4 years old, so there's a lot of stuff in there that just has like no info on it. But anyway, so I found this boat design in that world, and I thought it would just look really, really cool here. Now, I made the sail gray. 90% of the reason for that is because I didn't have any white wool, but I also thought that it looked pretty cool. And now it kind of looks like it's leaving the port. Maybe we can hang out with this wandering trader here and get a nicer view. But it looks like it's leaving port, and I really like that. I think it adds a lot of life to this build, right? Especially from like this side where the sail is facing. I really, 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 really like that. So I think there's still a little bit more to do, but in my typical style, I don't finish things right away. I let them sit for a few weeks and then I'll come back and I will probably add some more stuff. And when I do, rest assured, I will update you guys. So that's gonna do it for today's episode. It was a lot of work, and I'm really proud of how far it has come since the idea got started. So if you guys like it, please let me know. And if you have any ideas to add to this, please comment them. I love what you guys have been sending in. It's really been helping me out. Once again, thank you so much for all the support. If you stuck to the end, you're amazing, and I love you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.